NBC Sports welcomes you to this special presentation of Major League Baseball Sunday Leadoff.
It's a beautiful Sunday early afternoon in St. Pete. We're just a couple miles from the beach. Welcome to Sunday Leadoff on Peacock, presented by Ford. It's the third of a four-game series between these two rivals from the AL East. Freddie Peralta, one of the new Rays, going up against Trevor Rogers. That's our good starting pitching matchup on this Sunday. Orioles have won 2 in a row here. Rays have the best home record in the big leagues. MLB countdown to first pitch. Coverage presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance inside Tropicana Field. And on this Sunday, it's great to be joined by a couple guys who know these teams so well. Brian Roberts, who played for the Orioles for so many years, now broadcasts for the O's, and Brian Anderson, who's been a television analyst with the Rays for many, many seasons. Alongside the two Bryans, Dave Fleming, great to have you with us here inside the Trop. Brian Roberts, let's start with you. And this Orioles team, I find fascinating. It was 2 weeks ago at the trade deadline. The Orioles were sellers. Adley Rutschman, sort of the face of their franchise, gets shipped to Boston. And here we are on this Sunday. The O's are a half game out of a playoff spot.
Yeah, it kind of felt like they were in sell mode, and they were headed a totally different direction. But here we are. They're a half a game out. They really haven't played great baseball all year, to be honest with you. But they're getting hot at the right time. And this is a massive 10-day stretch where they play the Rays and the Yankees in all 10 of those games. Gunnar Henderson and Pete Alonso are the key to this lineup. Your stars have to shine the brightest this time of year. Gunnar went 4 for 4 in the first game. Homer, 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Pete Alonso last night, a solo shot, his 12th Oppo homer of the year, which leads Major League Baseball. He has been terrific for this team. Everything that Mike Elias could have hoped for when he signed him to a 5-year extension. And Gunner's getting hot at the right time for this team.
I mean, you figure if those two guys are doing it, the O's have a real chance to hang around this race. Meanwhile, BA, let's shift to the Rays, because the Rays are doing it again this year. One of the best organizations in baseball. And our keys to the game brought to you by Microsoft 365 with Copilot. It's such a diverse offense for this Rays team.
It's one of the most versatile offenses in Major League Baseball, maybe the most. And I'll get this out of the way. You know, not a big home run hitting team. However, since the beginning of July, they're right there at the top of the leaderboard in the American League in the home run category. Outside of that, you talk about small ball. This is a team, the fewest strikeouts in Major League Baseball. They put the ball in play. You can see a lot of singles, but that leads to, look at the stolen bases. They lead the American League in stolen bases. They're not afraid to hit and run. They're not afraid to sacrifice bunt. They're not afraid to safety squeeze. They do a lot of things to put a lot of pressure on opposing pitchers and opposing defenses. They are a handful at times to deal with.
First place in the American League East and the best record in the American League. Kind of the key to the small ball attack in a lot of ways is outfielder Chandler Simpson. Moments ago, he sat down with our Ashley Shamady.
All right, Chandler, you have been on an absolute tear since the All-Star break specifically, but what's just been clicking for you?
Just taking it one game at a time, one pitch at a time, just trusting my work and just letting my approach just flourish out on the field.
For today, facing a lefty, tell me what's your approach for this one?
It's really the same thing. Just stay through the middle of the field, just letting my abilities and my approach work for itself, just really continue to get on base.
And Chandler, your style of play is unique. We know you're quick. That's one of your strengths for sure. So take us back even to your early days. Have you ever lost a race against a teammate, against a friend, against family?
I have not. I mean, a lot of people growing up in school and just Little League, I mean, everybody wanted to race back then. I mean, that was like the competition for kids. So but whenever somebody would challenge me, I was always win, and it's carried up to this point. So we're trying to keep that going.
Who could give you a run for your money on this team, though?
On this team, I don't think nobody can give me a run for my money on this team. I ain't gonna lie. Nobody.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Chandler. Appreciate your time.
Nobody. No problem. Thank you for having me.
All right, thanks, Ashley. Thanks, Chandler. Nobody. Sorry, teammates.
I love the fact that he said when asked about has he ever lost in a race, it wasn't like I don't think so. I have not.
No.
Very definitive, very confident.
That would be never. How about we'll make him part of our same-game parlay, courtesy of FanDuel. Chandler Simpson to collect 2+ total bases, and then next Freddie Peralta to go over his strikeout total. Close out our parlay with the Rays winning on the run line. Sunday Night Baseball, better on FanDuel. All customers get a profit boost every Sunday night. If you use the profit boost and the game ends on a walk-off, you'll get your stake back in bonus bets, win or lose. FanDuel, your home for home runs. Counting down to first pitch here in St. Pete, the Rays and the Orioles. Time now for the Sunday Leadoff Baseball Buzz, presented by Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Well, they built it.
Welcome to the Field of Dreams.
And the stars came out.
Current stars walking out of the cornfield.
Legendary ones, too.
Some of the greatest who have ever suited up.
Here's at least one fan who's seen them all.
Salute Bernie Arthur. He's 100 years old.
And on a night where we celebrated a movie, it was one of baseball's marquee sluggers who stole the show.
A corn-fueled shawarma.
This week in baseball. Some plays are tough to look at.
Contreras trying to shield his eyes. Don't look, you're wrong.
Secondhand embarrassment.
Senga wanted the ball. Bench threw it in the crowd. What are you doing? Come on.
Or a scary stumble.
We're so glad to see him standing, wanting to stay in the game.
But other plays.
And that winds up a double play and a base running mistake.
Well, the more you watch, the less you understand.
Well, the whole thing was confusing.
After getting it all straightened out, the run is going to score.
Bizarre. That's as strange as it gets.
Perhaps there's been some divine intervention for baseball's turnaround team.
It is Pope Hat Night here at Reed Field in Chicago.
Everyone's keeping the faith.
Sister Mary Jo doing her thing.
What's the secret? Working out?
Did he do a couple push-ups right there?
First day energy?
Gone! 3 homers for Baez! Welcome to the show!
Whatever the reason, it's never happened before.
Major League history at Wrigley Field!
And when the game comes down to inches, a perfect throw is a fielder's dream.
Wow!
While one that arrives just a moment too late.
Laura's throw will be late. Padres, walk it up!
Well, that gives the other guys a Hollywood ending. And that's the baseball buzz.
All right, we're back here at Tropicana Field getting ready for the start of the third game of this wraparound series. These two teams stick around and play again tomorrow evening. The Orioles have won 2 in a row, despite the fact that the Rays have the best home record in baseball. He's going to be hitting third at the top of the first inning. Gunnar Henderson down on the field with Ashley.
All right, Gunnar, what's your plan against Peralta today?
Yeah, obviously he's got a good fastball, so I got to control that. And, yeah, just got to get him out of his zone and get him into my zone.
And you've bounced around the lineup for these last couple games. Any preference on where you're at?
No, I usually enjoy batting in the 2 or 3 holes, so back to where I'm comfortable today. But, yeah, anywhere to help the team win.
Good luck. Thanks so much, Gunnar.
All right, Ashley and Gunnar. So he's happy today, Brian Roberts. Starting lineups presented by Capital One. He's hitting third with Jackson Holliday leading off for the O's.
You're in the show in the lineup. You ought to be happy no matter what. But it's the third game of the series, third different leadoff man for the Orioles. The first 2 days they went with some thumpers at the top. Today, Jackson Holliday, then Pete Alonso in the 2-hole, Gunnar in the 3-hole. CES will be batting fourth, Dylan Beavers, Leody Taveras, Colton Cowser out in center field. Kobe Mayo gets a start against a righty, and Joel Pozo will be behind the plate.
So there's the Orioles lineup, and the guy they're facing, our pitcher profile presented by Ford. BA, this is his first home start since being traded to the Rays.
Yeah, this will be his third start since the deadline, and you know, he had a start in Coors Field that did not go his way, but looked much more comfortable his last time out. That was in Sacramento against the A's. You take a look at the season numbers, not where he would want them to be, not where the Rays would like them to be, but the Rays think that they're going to be able to get him back closer to what he did a season ago, which was go 17-6 with a 2.70 with the Milwaukee Brewers, and he again looked so much more comfortable his last time out.
He was one of the best pitchers in baseball last year with Milwaukee. The Mets made a big offseason trade to bring him to New York. Obviously nothing went right for the Mets this year, Peralta included, but now here in St. Pete, right in the middle of a pennant race. And for the Rays, the importance of these games, they're trying to hold that top spot in the American League East, best record overall in the league. You avoid that wild card series, that's a big deal to the Rays.
It really is, and Eric Nander talked about that. He said, I'll be likely to be more aggressive at the deadline if that is within reach, you know, because you do want that first round bye. You'll be able to set up your pitching exactly how you want it, get a little bit of rest before you go and try to play deep into October. And so they put themselves in that position, but they need to get back on the winning track.
Yeah, that's a huge deal to have a bye. And even talking to Kyle Snyder yesterday about it, he said this is the time that you have to be aggressive. When you know that you have a chance to get that bye, you kind of got to go in. And they made some really good moves at the deadline.
They did. And here's because it's not a one and done anymore.
Right.
It's a wild card. It's a series. So it extends you a little bit more.
So here we go on this Sunday from St. Petersburg, Florida. Jackson Holliday hitting leadoff.